realtor. So join us in this conversation as we get talking to Nagaraj on what's hot, what's trending. Are you looking to venture in as a buyer, as a seller, as an investor, and looking for some advice and some inspiration? Well, Nagaraj Annaiah has his pulse on the market, and he can guide you with his experience and expertise in whatever you need to know about the Bay Area real estate market. So join us right now with all your questions about home buying, selling, investing, and refinancing. We're live on Bolly 92.3 FM, and the number to reach us, studio lines now open. That's 408 912 5038, 408 912 5038. And we are also live on YouTube, on Nagaraj Annaiah's YouTube channel. You can go into the live section right there, and you can catch us streaming. Put your questions in the comment section and we will take it from there. And with that, let me welcome Nagaraj. Happy Sunday, Nagaraj. Welcome.
Happy Sunday. Hello, Vijay Lakshmi and all the Virijallu listeners and the Bay Area Wally 92 point listeners. It is a great day today. I think you can see a mixed weather. Morning
Yes.
was kind of a cloudy. Now it's a sunny out there a little bit. It's kind of still mixed weather today.
Yes, beautiful weather. And of course, folks, you need to take advantage of that, get out and about before it starts turning cold again, right?
Yeah. And
That is
I
on,
think the weather is always like mixed reactions, like a Bay Area real estate market. And if
yes.
you have anything to share and you have any questions on the Bay Area real estate, do join us or give us a call.
Yeah.
We are live on the Bali 92.3.
Yes, and would love to know your experience in this market, or if you've been sort of wanting to dip your toes into it, but a little hesitant to do that. Well, Nagraj can give you that inspiration and advice to just jump in there. So 408-912-5038 is the number. And again, like I mentioned before, YouTube Live, we are on Nagraj Annaiah's YouTube channel. You can also catch us, give us a shout out there as well. And before we
I think
move into the conversation, yeah.
I think my parents were there last month. Okay.
Yeah.
My dad is in a business, is a tax, like basically he's in a, does the automotive consultant. He sells, I
Uh-huh.
do the buy and sell houses here, but in India, he sells the cars.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
And he was telling me, like, heard you are doing a business in Bay Area. But one thing he told me,
Uh-huh.
the business you do, always a trust is very important.
Yeah.
Okay, don't lose the trust when you're doing a business.
Yes.
Right, that plays, because being a realtor, we help lot of lives, like basically, especially to bring happiness when they bring in the buy the house or sell the
Mm-hmm.
house. Okay, one single mistake can basically hurt their whole life. So that's
Yes.
the realtor who works with you, like who brings in a lot of values or give a guidance, right? They play important role when you're buying or selling a house. Because
Yeah.
one small mistake, it can basically give them the whole sort of wrong informations.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I wanted to share. And if you guys
Absolutely.
have any questions on the real estate, I'm always gives you honest feedback and give you honest so that you can make a right decisions.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And yeah, like you said, trust is indispensable. I mean, that has to be the foundation for any relationship, and especially one as a realtor with your clients. You know, they place so much of a faith in you,
Yeah,
and you
because you
are.
are working with some third, because you are unknown, because it's a new person, right? Like
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
who is playing a key role and making in a, letting you in a decisions to make you let you in decisions, right? Because
Yeah.
you are so much
And the
confused.
biggest decision, right? It's
The
not just
biggest
any
decision,
decision that you take, you
because
know.
it's a one wrong decision can screw or like hurt your lives, right?
Yes,
Like it is like, because
absolutely.
sometimes even like your math goes wrong, like for example you think you can't afford for a 1.2, or but
Mm,
later you understand that your math, like based on your math, whatever doing the math wrong, then you can't even think about buying a house also.
yeah,
Okay, or you buy a house in the wrong place, which is going to like basically make you like all the decisions go wrong. So
yeah.
right, so you're basically, you need to work with a trusted realtor who can basically give a right guidance, you, so that you can let it make the decisions.
Very true. Very true. So, folks, if we're talking to you, you know, this is the time to call in if you have questions on your mind, real estate wise. Feel free to give us a call. 408-912-5038 is the number, and also live on YouTube. Nagaraj Annaiah is the channel. And if nothing else, start your journey at nagarajhomes.com. That's Nagaraj homes.com. And just rest assured you'll be in good hands when you do that. And Nagraj, before we begin, I want to also let our listeners know that Nagraj Realtors and Art of Living present Awaken Your Sixth Sense, a live in-person masterclass from none other than Gurudev Sri Ravi Shankar, to
Yeah.
help sharpen your intuition, boost your clarity, and make life decisions with increased awareness. So this is all going also hand in hand with what you're doing, because
Yeah.
we need
So,
that clarity when you're buying a home.
yeah,
And
it's I
yeah,
got an opportunity to basically to sponsor this event like with Art of Living. Like there's an Awaken Your Sixth Sense.
sense.
It's happening on as you mentioned, it is by organized by Gurudev Sri Ravi Shankar, and it's on 7th May 7th, and it's happening at a San Jose Convention Center. If
Yeah,
you are interested, do please register at heartoflivingmasterclass.org, and I think they have a very good early bird pricing.
yeah.
Do please register there.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's today, so you don't want to miss out. You can get your tickets today. There's still early bird pricing until May 30th, and get in
April
there. And
30th, I think until today, I think it's on next
oh,
week is the
sorry,
event.
April 30th. Yeah, May
Yes,
7th is the event. So
yes.
today is actually the early bird pricing that you can get. And regardless, artoflivingmasterclass.org is the place you want to go. That's artoflivingmasterclass.org to get in on this very amazing, one of a kind masterclass that the guru is himself offering. So, Awaken Your Sixth Sense is where it's at, and you can discover this ancient wisdom and unlock that intuition, tap into your higher states of consciousness with the help of Gurudev Sri Ravi Shankar. And again, the number to reach us in the studios, 408-912-5038. That's 408-912-5038. Get your questions in on anything that's on your mind. No question is too big and small or small, that like we always say, and you'll be doing the community a favor by voicing what's in your mind. So go ahead and call us, and we'd love for your participation. So, Nagraj, let's zero in on some of the very hot and happening neighborhoods in San Jose. And maybe you could give us a glimpse into Evergreen.
Yeah, I think that's a great, like, see, the Evergreen neighborhood in San Jose is right. It's famous for its beautiful scenery, top-rated schools, and
Mm,
diverse community. The area is known for its lush greenery with a plenty of parks and
mm,
nature preserves that offer opportunities for outdoor recreation and relaxation. Okay, and once what you always love about evergreen homes are like high ceilings,
yeah.
spacious layouts, and a modern amenities and a beautiful outdoor spaces. If you have never been to a evergreen homes, do visit. It is like always is famous for its a diverse community with a residents from a wide range of culture backgrounds there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Okay.
it's amazing how it's picked up this neighborhood. I mean, like in the 90s, Evergreen was considered far away. Nothing was really going on. And all of this construction boom has happened there. And now it's a totally
Yeah,
transformed.
it's a top-notch schools, I can tell
Mm-hmm.
you. And one more thing is high ceiling and modern homes, right? Like because if you're staying in a south, more of in a South Bay like Santa Clara, or
Mm-hmm.
even in a sunny Wales, right? You don't get that kind of high ceiling
Yes.
homes,
Yeah.
right? Or in newer homes. But
Mm-hmm.
when you go to the evergreen, that is completely changed.
Yeah.
Okay, some of them are even a gated communities, right? In Evergreen, like you can get in gated communities, and like, and one more thing is like, there is like, it's restaurant, shops, and cultural events, making even a Evergreen a vibrant and welcoming place to live,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And I think the way it has built up from last few years, Evergreen, it's
Yeah.
amazing to see that, and even the, as I told you, newer modern looking homes. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
as soon as you get out from the homes, you will be seeing like mountain lush greens is all over.
Yeah.
I was there with my client to show one of the house. Uh, as soon as you enter the house, one thing you notice the high ceilings,
Mm. Yes.
right, and the
Yeah.
spacious layouts.
Yes.
Okay.
Awe-inspiring high ceilings and what is the range that people can expect in these?
See, right now the I'm talking about the minimum is like more than a 2,000 square footage homes. The price range starts from like somewhere from 2 to
Mm-hmm.
2.1 million.
Okay.
Okay, it can go all the way to 2.5, 3.5 million, or even a higher. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
but the starting price around is around 2 to 2.05 million, I can tell you.
Okay.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so see, as you said, evergreen used to be considered to be a far away,
Yeah.
right? Now it is, as the tech companies coming up around the San Jose, it has been evergreen has been recognized as the one of the modern areas to
Mm.
stay in, right? Like, and it
Mm-hmm.
is like high class neighborhoods which is being
Yeah.
recognized. Okay, and the
Right.
safety wise also is like it's a great. There's not much issues around because it's all are like a gated. Some of them are a gated communities and
Mm-hmm.
very close to the parks, right? Like
Yeah.
if you love nature, right, that might be the area to consider. I was
Mm-hmm.
talking to one of the client today morning. I was telling them the same thing. See, for example, how the areas have developed in the Bay Area, right? Like for example, as you said earlier, Evergreen used to be considered far, but how it's been changed. And now
Mm.
San Ramon, Dublin, right? Even the San Ramon,
Yes.
Dublin also has grown up like that. It
Mm.
is the highly ranked cities nowadays, San Ramon,
Mm-hmm.
Dublin.
Yeah.
But it 5, 10 years, you are saying it is an outdoor, completely it's far away the cities.
Very far.
Now
Yeah.
it's
Mm-hmm.
now it's part of the Bay Area.
Right.
Think the way the trends are changing in, like especially the work from home culture, right? Like
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
especially only 2 days needs to go to office. All these areas are growing up. Even the
Mm.
same thing, like for example, Tracy Hills, Lathrop. I was talking to the one of the builders today. Like all Tracy Hills, last 3 months had been slowed down, but
Yeah.
right now to buy a house in Tracy Hills, you're in the wait line again. Wait
Mm.
list. Okay, so San Ramon, Dublin, grown up. Now the next affordable areas are at Tracy Hills. It's like basically first is Evergreen, Evergreen to
Mm-hmm.
San Ramon to Dublin, and
Yes.
Tracy
Yes.
Hills and the Lathro,
Yeah.
right? See, it's like always comes down to the bucks, right? Like, or the price range. If you need in
Mm-hmm.
$1 million, you go a little bit far. If you're looking around 2 million, or and you looking for a greater schools, then you go to San Ramon and you're Dublin, and the distance wise, and in Evergreen wise also top notch schools.
Yeah.
What
Mm-hmm.
else you want, like, right? So
Exactly. Yeah.
it comes down to what you're looking for, but certainly Evergreen is one of the top
Top.
neighborhood to
Mm-hmm.
be
Mm-hmm.
considered.
So, folks, if you're just joining us, I'm Vijay Lakshmi in conversation with Nagaraj Annaiah of nagarajhomes.com, your trusted Bay Area realtor. And of course, Real Estate Roundup is gives you a bird's eye view of what's hot, what's happening, what's trending in Bay Area real estate market. So, we'd love to hear from you. If you, what's been your experience in the real estate market? Have you been trying to get a foothold in it, or you've succeeded in landing your dream home? Whatever it is, and if you need a little direction which way to go, Nagraj is only too happy to help. So give us a call. The number in the studio is 408-512-9038. That's 408 912-5038, and we'd be happy to discuss what's on your mind, and join us in this conversation. So Nagraj, one of the important things, so like we're talking about, we're zeroing in on certain neighborhoods that are hot and happening. Now, tell us about, if somebody is looking to buy a house with an investment option in mind, how do they go about it, and what are the kind of investment options that you could look for?
It's I think, see, investment are like there are two kinds of investors, right? One is like they always do, like an experienced investors, or one of the investor like you're in a just baby investors, are you just starting into
Mm,
uh, consider the investment, should I buy a house in a second investment property, right?
yes.
See, always don't confuse your investment option to your primary residence. Don't even bring into a shape thing like, hey, like I need to buy an investment where I can go and stay, consider to be staying in that house later. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you're trying to mix up with an investment to your primary residence, right, then
Yeah.
you are always going to pay your bucks more, or your
Uh-huh.
price goes more,
I
because
see.
investment should not be kind of considered home like it should be aesthetically really looking good,
Hmm.
right? Everything needs to be perfect. Okay.
Yeah.
This is for the advice for the who wants to just
So
consider.
basically, you have to have a detached view of it when you're looking at
Yeah, because
investment. Not.
as soon
Mm-hmm.
as you think, no, investment wise, uh, I'm considering like I need to move to this house later after something happens in around, or like
Mm-hmm.
I want to leave this house to my kids and then I want to move to this, right?
Yeah.
That is kind of in a wrong way to start thinking in when you want to consider buying a second house as an investment, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You already have the first house as a primary residence, but you want to upgrade to the second home because of your last lot of your requirements changes, right?
Yeah.
Then
Yeah.
your first house can be an investment property, right? That is a one way to consider, and the
Mm.
second house is going to be a primary residence.
Primary resident.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
But you are already happy with your first house as your primary residence. You want to
Mm.
buy your second investment option, right? Don't bring in the all the requirements as your first home to your second home, right?
I see.
Because it becomes a hard rule, or like it becomes a hard for you to find an investment which matches to your all your requirements, then because then you need to be paying higher.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So recently one of my client bought in San Jose. Okay, this was lot was close to a 12 to 13,000 lot.
Yeah.
Okay, it's near to the communications hill 95132 areas. Okay, so that one was like a bigger lot and has one house, main house, and it has a
Mm.
one detached small ADU.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, since it has a detached small ADU, main house gets some rent, the detached ADU brings him a rent, right?
Mm.
So that way, if you're making in a 20%, you bought the house for a good price, like for 1 million, right? In a sense,
Mm-hmm.
like 1 million to find it's if you want to find it in a very hot neighborhoods, then you need to be paying for 1.3 to 1.4 million higher, right?
Yes.
You're making 1.4 and 20% down, you can't be never in the positive cash
Mm.
flow,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Right.
So it is like always, so that's why don't mix up your investment to your primary residence.
Mm-hmm. So the
One is not,
clarity of thought you have to
that
have
is
in that.
very, very important.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't have that, your clarity in that, then you can't never end up buying an investment
Yeah.
when you start thinking it.
Mm-hmm.
So this, as I was telling you, this $1 million, he had an ADU separately and he had a main house. So automatically it matches like whatever your 6,000 monthly payments or 5,000 monthly payments. So
Mm-hmm.
that way it becomes an easier for you. Most of the times the investment options, you will not be a positive return flow in the Bay Area unless you are making in a more down.
Mm-hmm. I
Okay.
see.
But when you're considering this kind of an ADU attached options, right, or detached options, then it is kind you can make a break even.
Mm-hmm.
Always in the Bay Area, think about it. Is not the rental where you are going to make any money. It's always the appreciation of the property which makes in a brings in a value for you.
Value.
It is like
Uh-huh.
you bring it in a 1031 exchange. Always you can upgrade to the next options later, right? I think
Mm-hmm.
you have the phone number, and if any others have any
Yes.
question on the investment and they want to share, do please give us a call.
Yes, so folks, if you're looking as an investment option for investment options in real estate, well, give us a call in the studios. The number is 408-912-5038, 408-912-5038. And if you've never ventured in, or maybe you're a veteran investor, either way, if you have something to share, we'd love to hear from you. 408-912-5038. And like Nagraj mentioned, having clarity of thought is the first step when you're looking at investment options. And giving you that clarity of thought, actually, nagarajhomes.com, Nagaraj Realtors, and The Art of Living is so happy to present Awaken Your Sixth Sense, a live in-person masterclass from Gurudev Sri Sri Ravi Shankar, which is happening next Sunday, May 7th, right here at the San Jose Convention Center. And you can book your tickets at artoflivingmasterclass.org. That's artoflivingmasterclass.org. There's early bird pricing that is available today, April 30th. You can go in there and get your tickets. And this masterclass promises to help you sharpen your intuition, boost clarity, and make better life decisions with increased awareness, which is something we all need and want to have. So, this is the time you can do that. And Nagraj has been very happy to collaborate and present that as well. So thank you for doing that, Nagraj.
Thank you. And I think we have one question on the chat.
Uh-huh.
Uh, I think the question on was like when it comes to
Yes.
school, you can
When
read
it
out.
comes to school districts and ratings, do you have helpful knowledge in private or charter school areas in case parents do not feel comfortable with or feel like public schools may be in line with their values despite school rankings? That is a question that came in.
It's like it's always the school selection is right. It's always a highly personal decision, and that should be based on the individual needs and the value of each family, right? It's like it's always recommended the parents do their own research and visit a schools in person to get a better understanding of their culture,
Mm-hmm.
programs, and resources before making a decision. And additionally, even consulting a like educational experts or professionals can also be helpful in providing a guidance and advice about a private or a public schools, right?
Uh-huh.
Because it's in a personal choice always. If you
Yeah.
think that there are private schools might be help them, I would suggest to note down what kind of schools are there, go and meet the educational consultants there, and try to understand what are the values or what are the things they're bringing in.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but for each areas there are a list of a public or a private schools, right?
Yeah.
And there are charter schools also. The charter
Yes.
schools are most of the times is kind of a lottery based systems. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
if you like lottery based windows opens up, like it's basically like anybody in that uh, city they can apply for the charter schools, and each charter schools requirements are different.
Different. Mm-hmm. I
And the
see.
window opens in somewhere in the January, and I have like 1 or 2 months of the windows. And some of the charter schools is like the parents needs to be involved in the community.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, so it's like if the public school doesn't work out, you can consider private or a charter schools. Again, depends on their individual requirements. You can go for it.
Yeah. So if there are questions on your mind, folks, please feel free to call in. Let me give out the number. And in the time that we have remaining, you can always join us 408 912 912 5038. 408 912 5038 is the number. And Nagraj, talking of investment options, of course, very
Yeah, I think
valid point
let's
that you
talk
made.
about the types of the one
Yes.
always the uh, choice, right? Like easy choice for the investment, as I told you earlier, keep your first house as a primary residence as an investment, then switch. That's for the baby boom investors, right? Like who are
Mm-hmm.
just starting in, but who does always in and out kind of an investment for them. There's a multi-family home there, like that can be always can be considered. But let's talk about the types of the homes when you're purchasing.
Yes.
One is a single family home, right? Single family homes are it's a very good start. Always
Mm-hmm.
appreciation is what it brings in kind of in a single family
Yes.
home. So what you should be looking for a single family homes is like which areas do you want to purchase. Like you want to purchase where already highly ranked schools. If you're going for a highly ranked schools, then you're going to pay for higher. Or you
Mm-hmm.
are thinking like there is going to happen some developments in this area, so this will increase my school ratings or like increase my home values. So considering that also you can aim for in a single family homes,
Mm-hmm.
right? But
Yeah.
always the single family homes you can think about when when you're choosing a single family home, consider there's an ADU. Okay, if the ADU is already a part of a home, that is one more part of a rental income for you. Okay.
That is excellent. That will be even added.
Then that's an added for you, because always, as I told you, in this high interest rate right now,
Mhm,
most of the lenders needs a 30%, but I know few lenders who can still do with the 20% down, because in high risk investments right now, right? Like
mhm,
that is why reinvest lenders needs a 30%, but I have a few lenders who can still do with the 20%, and their interest rates currently are going somewhere around 5.5 to 5.875.
mhm.
It's a lot of money for even for a $1 million
Yes.
when you're paying in. That is why consider is there is an ADO option so that it can pay all these stuffs together.
Mhm.
The second one is like a condos or
Condo.
a townhouses, right? The condos or the townhouses is a only, a lot of people have a negative things like condos or a townhouse doesn't appreciate. But what we have seen it from the last few years, townhouse or a condos also has been appreciated. It is
Mhm.
not the same as a single family homes, but
Yeah.
they have appreciated by 20% or a 30%, or the single family homes might have appreciated by a 50% numbers, right?
Mhm.
But even that they have been thing, but only negative part of the condos or townhouse is the HOA. Does, you don't have a control on a HOA. As
Ah.
the property gets older, your HOA might be always revised.
Mhm.
The
Yeah.
third, the third thing is like kind of in a vacation homes, like, or kind of an Airbnb stuffs, right? Like where you
Mhm.
can buy somewhere in the far away, where you can rent it out for the vacation home. Even the single family home, what I told you, or even the condos, what you I told you, that also can be used as an Airbnb. Think that what, see, always is with the regular rental, you can't make a money out of it. Think,
Yes.
check if you have a bandwidth, can you run as an Airbnb, right? So Airbnb might be a good prospect for you.
Yeah. Lot of
Anyway, we
great
don't have much time
information,
out there right
Nagraj.
now,
Yeah.
and we'll can give him more details about the event happening. And
Yes. So artoflivingmasterclass.org is where you want to go to sign up for Awaken Your Sixth Sense. And of course, if you're interested in what Nagraj is talking about investment options, call him at 408-805-4653, 408-805-4653, or just log on to nagrajhomes.com. And excellent session today, Nagraj. Thank you so much. Looking for more. Let's continue this conversation next week, 12:30 to 1 p.m. So thank you for joining us, folks, making us a part of your Sunday. Until next Sunday, this is Vijay Lakshmi. Thank you and namaskar.
namaskar. Thank you so much.
You're listening to Real Estate Roundup.